Many people think that higher education isn't very valuable. That's a huge problem. Because my area is writing, I know that higher education makes an important difference. Naomi and I were talking about the ways that students change during their higher education experience, and that led us to think that it was time to really carry out a systematic study of that change.
We implemented surveys at the beginning and end of the students' careers in the minor, and we did interviews of several students at the beginning and the end.
We worked with 169 undergraduates, following them from first year through graduation, and over the period of 6 years, we had more than 40 wonderful graduate students who worked with us.
There were people who had to comb through the metadata that came with all of the pieces that were uploaded, and there was a small team of graduate students also who were coding in the analysis phase all of the interviews and the data that we had received.
After all the data was collected and compiled, we started writing. So we started looking for patterns in the data, and each author kind of took a pattern that was interesting to them, and they just kept writing and looking at the data and writing and looking at the data. And then we'd have weekly check-ins where we read each other's work and revised. Over the course of 2 years, we had this manuscript.
The electronic publishing made it possible for us to create 3 layers: an engagement layer, a research layer, and a data layer, so that our findings could be available to a broad variety of audiences.
So we worked with the university library, and they helped us store and archive all of this data on several different platforms.
I think she was really open to the idea of sharing the data in ways that others could understand and consume, and truly saw how sharing the data would add value to the overall project.
Working with the developing writers helped us think about audiences in a different way.
Writing is really powerful. We're doing some really cool research at the university, and that's a really cool way, I think, to help make sure that what we study at the university gets out to other people.